As I mentioned earlier, we have a special 10-minute stretching routine to get you started right. I know Dr. Vera is ready to go, so why don't I clear the floor, make some room, and you can start stretching your way to health.
We've all heard the phrase, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, 10 minutes of stretching a day keeps arthritis, pain, and enzymes chewing at your bones away. So let's go through a couple of stretches you can do and the 10 minutes you need a day to do them. The first stretch we're going to do is one that most people are familiar with, but they do it incorrectly. It is the quad stretch. Everyone knows the quad stretch is this. Well, if you do that, you're going to get about a quarter of the muscle you need to stretch. The best way to get the quad is actually to crouch down, and what you're going to do, put your hips up. As soon as you put your hips up, so you go from here to here, you're going to feel a stretch here. After you've got your hips up, drop your knees forward a little bit. Now you'll really feel the stretch in the top and the bottom of the quad. Whenever you're doing a stretch, make sure you breathe. Every time you breathe, physiologically, the muscle will relax just a little bit more. In addition to that, if you don't hold a stretch for 18.1 seconds, you're not doing anything. You look good, but you're not doing anything. Now, I've tried a million ways to get patients to stretch. I've said it's great for your health. I've said you won't get arthritis, but it will also help you get rid of fat. I have found that vanity helps people do their stretches more than anything else. So yes, if you stretch, what's going to happen is a lot of the fat deposits that never get mobilized can mobilize, and you can also make leaner muscle. So again, here's the proper way to do a quad stretch. Hips up, drop your knees down, hold it for 18.1. In doing that stretch, what you're going to do, you're going to relax all these muscles, which can tilt your pelvis forward. Now, while we're down here, let's do my very favorite stretch to do. Now, in doing this stretch, all you need is an open door. So we're going to pretend that this is a wall and this is an open door. All you do, you put your leg up on the door, the other leg goes straight through, and you lie there. All you have to do is lie here with your palms up, and you're going to feel a hamstring stretch. If this is too easy, scoot yourself towards the door, and you'll get a bigger stretch. If this is too hard, scoot this way, and you'll stretch less. This is a good stretch to hold for about 30 to 40 seconds per side. And it's also a very gratifying stretch, because the longer you do it, the more you'll notice that your butt is getting closer to the wall, which means you're getting more flexible. It's something that you can measure. Now, I'll give you another little secret. If you stretch your hamstrings out, it decreases your lower back pain dramatically, because when the hamstrings tighten up, they grab at the lower back. Let's move on to stretch number 3, the spine. This stretch, while not the easiest stretch, is the one that feels the best. All you need is a little TheraBand ball like this. You can get them right off the TheraBand website. It's soft. You can deflate it, inflate it easily. You can do this on a bed. Start with the ball at the very bottom of your spine when you're sitting, and all you're going to do is lean back. You're going to feel the very, very smallest stretch. Let your hands fall to the sides. You can do it on a bed, on a floor. And after you've held it for a little bit, come on up and roll it up a little bit higher, so it's higher up on the spine. This stretch is amazing for people who are sitting at a computer all day and who are hunched over, because it gets in that thoracic spine and stretches out all of the ligaments and all of the muscles. So now you know quad, hamstring, and spine, and you can go all the way to that little bump in the top of your spine for this one. Now, the next stretch, most important for ladies. Women have 3 sets of muscles that pull their shoulders forward and down. They're called internal rotators. They only have 1 set of muscles that pull their shoulders back. So, in order to stretch the internal rotators, such as pec major and pec minor, you're going to find a door again, and you're going to put your arm so that you are flush with the door, and you're going to turn. Make sure that your arm is pretty much shoulder height. When you do this, you'll feel a little stretch in here. That's part 1. You hold that again for 18.1 seconds. Then you go to part 2, which is a little higher up. As you go higher up, what you'll do is you'll feel the stretch in more of that pec major muscle, the meat of it. When you go to the highest part, and that feels really good, you're going to feel it all the way through the pec. And immediately, it's going to be easier for you to do this because your shoulders aren't going to be forced into this position. The final stretch that you're going to want to do is for your shoulders. And this stretch is for everyone. The shoulder joint is the most unstable joint in the human body. So in order to lubricate it and keep it stable, put your arms out to a T, just like mine are. Make little circles. It seems like such an easy thing to do, but this lubricates the entire shoulder joint and makes the rotator cuff move. Then you go backwards. Again, 18.1 seconds, forward and backwards. If you just do these basic stretches, I promise you, you will be standing up straighter. You will feel better. So give yourself that 10 minutes a day and get through your 5 stretches.